Welcome, engineers. So my name's Sam Wayne. I'm the chairman of the IET West Midlands area. And what I'm going to talk to you today is just give you a short presentation to tell you a bit about the IET, who we are and what we do. So the IET in the West Midlands region consists of volunteers, and we have a committee of about 8 people who are all based in the Staffordshire region. And we're a mixture of people. Some are professional engineers, some are retired, and some are chartered engineers. And we're responsible for organising the events in your area. And we get money from the IET headquarters to do this. All of our events include food, and you see a photo of one of our committee meetings there, which also includes food, which is all free. So the IET is a worldwide society, but based in the UK initially, although we do reach out to many other countries. And the IET are responsible for informing the rest of the world about engineering practices and getting people involved in engineering, and they also oversee engineers to become chartered engineers and help working engineers adhere to certain codes of practice. So as a professional engineer, once you graduate, it's a good idea to have a professional body such as the IET behind you who will support you in your future career. So why did I join the IET? To be honest, I joined quite late. It was just as I was graduating from university and I was going into my first job. And then I got a bit worried because I thought, well, I'm not going to have the support of the lecturers or colleagues, students around me to turn to if I'm struggling with an engineering task or for any kind of advice. So then I turned to the IET and joined them. The IET really overlook particularly the electrical and the electronic engineering side of things. So I did a degree in electronic engineering. They're also the largest engineering society in the UK. You'll find that there's a lot of local regions within the IET as well. So you can always find, wherever you are in the UK, a local committee and region and people there who get together for different events. They also have online forums where you can get help and advice from senior engineers. Of course, it does look good on your CV, member of the IET, or even to become a chartered engineer. CEng looks excellent on your CV and when you're going for future jobs as well, to show that you've got that chartership. They also oversee professional training such as presentation skills and a variety of different presentations and workshops to help you work in your future career. A few notaries, Michael Faraday was a member, Kevin Warwick as well, and quite a few famous engineers are in this group. So why did I join the committee? Well, besides liking free food, who doesn't? It's really interesting to organise events, particularly when you can have your say. So you can organise the events, the types of events that you like. For example, I'm passionate about robots and robotics, and hence you'll see a lot of events this year involving robots and robotics. It's a good way to meet your heroes as well. You can get your heroes to talk. You can invite them to come along and talk, and you'll find that people are very proactive about helping out and coming to give presentations for the IET in your local region. Looks great on the CV, and it also really helps with becoming chartered, which is something that you would consider maybe after about 4 years of working in a professional engineering organisation or as a professional engineer once you've graduated. So that IET OnCampus is something that the IET have created to involve student groups closer. And you can have an IET OnCampus committee, which is composed of students. And what that will give you is the professional body, the IET behind you. They will also give you money and support for you to organise some of your own events. So to form a group on IET on campus, you can just Google IET on campus to find out some of the details. But you need a chair, you need a vice chair, secretary, and a treasurer. Now, there's a facilitator at Staffordshire University, as in Alison Griffiths, who you can turn to, and she can advise you on forming your own committee. So once you have your committee, then you can contact the IET through Alison, and then you can apply for your own funding. And then I'm in the local network, so we can liaise and help you. We can invite you all to our events, and you can invite us to your events, and we can trade ideas that way. So the types of events that we have vary. We do quite a lot of evening lectures in normal situations where we have the free food. We also have visits, daytime visits. We have daytime events as well, so we do have a few daytime talks. We do work with schools and universities, particularly the First Lego League is something which children have been involved in, and it's a Lego competition. And we put on a lot of events in your local area, so you'll see some photos of a visit to a wind farm, for example, different talks that have been going on in locations at Staffordshire University and in the local region. A lot of our events now currently are run through Zoom, so they're virtual events, and I'll tell you about an upcoming event that we've got, which is all very exciting soon. So the IET also can assist with professional development. So we can provide you with tools, as I mentioned before, presentation skills, but also career management tools, different courses, training, mentoring of young professionals to become professional engineers, and continual professional development, CPD, which is something you'll hear a lot about when you become a professional working engineer. We also, as the IET, look over professional registration and accreditation, so that's to become a chartered engineer. The IET look over a lot of journals and books. They have a library. Main library is down in London. They also have a centre in Birmingham that you can go and visit. And the place in London, you can go and get free coffee and use the library and meet other engineers. So it is a club. They have the E&T magazine, which is released once a month, I think. IET TV is also a video channel of lectures and lecturers presenting different topics of engineering. So IET.tv is well worth a visit. And a lot of the library is digital now as well. So there are a lot of volunteering opportunities if you want to get involved in that. When I was at university, I was quite desperate to get involved with the local community. It's great being surrounded by students, but it's also nice to know something a bit about the local area. And through the IET, that is one way where you get to meet people who work in industry and help out with local clubs, etc. So the Northwest Midlands local network, we have a big web presence. So we've got a website which is part of the IET website, which is the one just at the top with communities.iet.org. You can find us if you go onto the IET website and go through the local committees links and then search for us in the Northwest Midlands, or you can just scan that QR code in the top right hand corner and that will take you to that website as well. We have a email address which is NW Midlands LN for local network, Northwest Midlands local network at ietvolunteer.org. So you can email us if you're interested, or if you want to know what the web links are of anything that you've been hearing about today. And that will go to all members of the committee, and we will just, whoever gets a chance to answer that will come back to you. Our events usually are on the last Thursday of the month. So the evening talks usually last about an hour and a half, and then there's a question and answer at the end of that. So roughly around about the last Thursday of the month. We have a variety of locations: Staffordshire University, Stafford College, the new Beacon Centre, which is in Stafford, GE in Stafford, and of course we're using Zoom quite a lot as well. And we will continue to use Zoom as situations change. We have committee meetings around about the first Thursday of the month. Sometimes they're in a pub, sometimes they're at GE, but they always involve food of some sort. So our next event is by Alex Zhivanovic of Middlesex University. So an upcoming event, which is Robots as Sculpture. So it's the Senster and works by Edward in Nowitz. So that's Tuesday the 6th of October 2020 at 6 p.m. That will be delivered via Zoom. Now you can find out more about this event by going onto the iet.org/events or look on our local events page. So there's two ways of finding out about this event. You will need to register because we will give you a Zoom link, and it's a broadcast event, so you can't actively talk. You won't be expected to talk, you just watch. If you have any questions, you can type them in a box, and whoever's hosting the event, which will probably be myself, will read out some of the questions to the speaker. But it's a really good talk. I know of the Senster from being a young kid, actually, and there was it was always in the books on robotics, and it's really a sculpture which is a kinetic sculpture which responds to sound and movement, and it's a bit like a large giraffe, but an electronic giraffe which moves around. And it really is a talk which combines art and engineering together. So I'm very excited to welcome Alex on the 6th of October, and hopefully I'll see you there too. So we are very active on social media. We're on Facebook, so you can search for us, IET North West Midlands. Twitter, IET NW Mids, so we talk about our upcoming events. We have a YouTube channel where some of the events, for example, the one that I just spoke about, will be broadcast on YouTube, and we're on LinkedIn as well. So I do hope you'll join us, and really nice to talk to you. And yes, do take a photo of that screen so you can find us at some point. Do get involved, say hello. If you want to start an on-campus group, you won't regret it. You'll find it very, very rewarding, and you'll find that the IET really is a professional home for life. And I wish you every success for your future studies. Thank you very much.